Darko, what do you think went wrong there?
I thought that the first quarter we came out, we were focused, we did a good job on both ends of the floor. They made a couple of tough shots in that first quarter. And then the second quarter, our offense was that created a lot of struggle. We turned the ball over quite a bit, and that allowed them to run in transition. Also in the second quarter, we really struggled to finish around the rim. Their bigs did a good job of protecting the rim, blocking shots, which allowed them obviously to get out and run.
They seem to get a lot of baskets at the rim as well. Were you worried about the rim protection all night? You didn't get much of it.
We did not get rim protection, but I think it was starting on the ball. I thought that tonight we were getting hit on screens quite a bit. We did not do a good job of avoiding screens and staying in front of the man. And that's, when you go downhill, a guard is going downhill and creating 2 versus 1 opportunities. For years, I've been seeing Cleveland really doing a good job of finding their lob threats in Allen and in Mobley.
In terms of the rim protection, what's the answer when Yak goes to the bench, especially while Kelly's out? Is it as simple as sort of tightening up on the perimeter and preventing some of those blow-bys, or is there somebody or somebody's, I guess, that need to step up in terms of the rim protection?
I mean, we talked about it that any good defense starts with on ball. Like the better we do a job of communication, guarding the ball, staying in front of the ball, that's gonna take some of that problems at the rim. But we gotta continue working on that. We gotta continue addressing that. I think a video session is gonna be a really good one tomorrow. I think guys had a lot of emotions going into this game, but all of that is behind us, and we can really focus on our growth and development going from here.
And the Scotty plus the bench lineup in the first and second quarters, they threw a lot of zone at you guys. What did you see in terms of the offense and how it didn't work?
I think a couple of first shots that we missed. I thought that there were a couple of opportunities that we could do a better job of taking shots. We were driving inside, and they kept their length at the rim that deterred us from finishing at the rim. In second half, we talked about it, what adjustments we need to make, how we need to space the floor better. So they did not run it as much in the second half, but I think it was better in the second half.
Quickly, status.
He fall down quite a bit, and he's sore right now. So we want to be very precautious with it, and obviously we're going to do all the testing tonight and tomorrow and see where he's at.
Since Media Day, we've been talking a lot about identity. You can keep your identity in a win or in a loss. Did it feel like you guys kept your identities on both ends tonight?
There were moments that we had it, and I think everybody could feel that. There were moments that it was not there. We had a lot of guys tonight that played, for the first time, official NBA game. And what we need to understand and learn is that it takes 48 minutes, that it cannot be sporadically 2-3 minutes here and there. We got to learn what it takes to win at this level, and that's for offense and defense. When we did good job offensively of moving and cutting, we were creating good opportunities. I'm not saying making shots necessarily, but we were creating good opportunities and good looks. And the same thing when we had good ball pressure, when we had good communication, when we executed the game plan on defensive end, we forced them into tough shots. So to answer your question, for the moments it was there, but for a big part of the game, it was still there in the search.
Did you make it your rookies? Jamal had a long one, a little bit less, so a couple of other guys less than that.
I mean, Jamal, every time he touches the floor, he plays so hard, and the way he competes, he was able to get a couple of deflections and steals that allowed us also to get out and run a little bit. J-Mo, Jonathan Modbo, he did a good job of figuring out in the second half with those minutes. His minutes in the first half were very limited, but I like what I saw there with energy that he brought and length that he presents on defensive end especially. And Ulrich, any minute that he can get on the floor now, it's so valuable. I wish that he gets in more close games, but today as well, I think he used those minutes well. And Jamison Bell as well, he stepped on the floor today. His shooting is real. He's creating gravity towards him, but there is a lot of process. It's the start of the long journey. So I think that they had a very valuable experience today.
A year ago, Chris wasn't in the opening night rotation. Today he was the first player off the bench, leading scorer. You've talked about what a productive summer he had. Does this sort of speak to that?
I think so. I think that there is more layers to it, that he needs to continue improving and growing. I think that Chris is very focused. I think that he's really committed to this team and his teammates, and that's allowing him to go out there and be productive.
This is a big night, obviously. 30th anniversary, some of the old players back, crowds pumped up, everything. How disappointing is it to give that kind of performance on a night that seemed to have everything else going for it?
It's game one of the opening night of the regular season. Definitely, we want to compete and win and try to do it every single night. But at the same time, we gotta be patient with our young team and really give those guys chance and opportunity to learn and bounce back. I know that they are disappointed in the locker room, and I know that this group is hungry to come back tomorrow and learn and improve.
Scotty didn't seem like he had his best night, wasn't super comfortable. What was the difference between what you saw from him tonight versus the last couple of games of the preseason where he looked really sharp?
I mean, it's one night, it's one game. We all believe in Scotty. We know what kind of player he is and how he can contribute to the team. He will be just fine.
Thank you.
Thanks, Darko.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks so much.